Edified Shalawam, Shalawam. Peace, Israel. It's better the Quan from Props in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to YAHAWAH, bahasham, yahawashi, bahasham, qadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach and real well. And peace and salutations to the hopeful let's scattered abroad. All right, and as you can see there, after the opening video, man, Trump's telling Americans to pray, he ain't doing none that the prophets haven't been doing, the prophets of old, Again, double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone who do teach you real well, it's getting serious out here, man. And as you see from the opening video, Trump is blaming Biden for this, and Trump thinks, him reelecting, running for president again in 2024 is going to stop Bible prophecy, but it's not. So I'm going to get into it. It says Trump tells Americans to pray after Putin reveals nuclear weapons plan. All right, and this is the video right here, as you can see. It says former President Donald Trump called on Americans to pray after Russian President Vladimir Putin revealed his latest plans for his country's nuclear weapons over the weekend. Right, all right. So the Lord said, the Lord did say he was going to start the Medes, with the Russians, get them back in that spirit, to want to destroy Babylon. All right, and Putin is doing just that. Matter of fact, let me grab that. Isaiah 13:17, it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. It says, and the Medes, like I said, was going back into the Russians. All right, so nothing is going to be able to save, Babylon in the times they come into. It says their bows shall also dash the young men to pieces. Their bows going into these nukes, man. It says, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Right. So when these nukes are shot off, the coordinates, wherever the coordinates are set, man, they're going to hit their mark. The nukes are going to hit. Okay. It says Putin announced on Saturday plans to place nuclear weapons in Belarus for the first time in decades. All right. So these devils out here doing new things. Okay. But these devils out here, they getting ready to ravage Babylon. They camping up round about. Jeremiah 50:14, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. All these nations with nuclear missiles, the Lord said, put yourselves in array against Babylon, round about. It says, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. Right, Babylon have sinned against the Lord. America, all right, aka known as Babylon, has sinned against the Lord. And the Lord is about to send a speedy riddance of this place, about to recompense a judgment unto Babylon. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up in this. It says, to place nuclear weapons in Belarus for the first time in decades as Russia relations with the West continue to sour, amid its invasion of Ukraine. The conflict has long sparked concerns of escalation, with fears that Russia could eventually use nuclear weapons in the ongoing war. Okay, so they fear that Russia could eventually use nuclear weapons in the ongoing war, but we understand that, all right, America is going to be destroyed. Okay, this is Bible prophecy. Okay, America is going to be destroyed in your lifetime. Yes, within our lifetime. Okay, no man knows the day nor the hour. We don't know when, but we know when a nukes get shot off is the day that yahawashi is going to crack that sky. Okay, and as we see now, we see in prophecy, we seen everything that's leading up to this. Okay, the escalation. Okay. It says, bring it back. It says Russia, on the other hand, has accused the West of inflaming tensions through its support for Ukraine. The Russian leader's nuclear decision sparked quick condemnation from critics and anti-nuclear advocates who viewed Putin's move as potentially escalating tensions. It came after the United Kingdom gave Ukraine armor-piercing rounds containing depleted uranium, which Russia has falsely equated to arming them with a nuclear component. All right, so these devils, man, they're going to try to find any and everything and say, no, we have the right to use these nukes. All these other countries, they itching, man. It's like a kid in a candy store, all right? And they seeing all these nice little sweets. Okay, all these nations are looking at Babylon like they're the sweet, and they ready to take the sweet, man. It says Trump, who is running for presidency in 2024, again spoke out about the development Monday morning in a post to his social media platform, Truth Social. Okay, and I'm gonna go back to this. It says Ecclesiastes 3, man, because we have to understand, all the people now, they're in the time of just, man, I want to be this, I want to be a rapper. Where do I see myself in 10 years? I want to, so like, yeah. I want to do this. I want to have 10 homes by this year, If you're not paying attention, you're not seeing the times that we're in, you understand that we don't have time, man. And there's a season for everything. Ecclesiastes 3:3, to everything there is a season, a time to every purpose under the heaven, right? All right, so there was a time for loving, there's a time for peace, there's times for war, there's time for everything, man, and just getting into it. So there's a time to be born and a time to die. Wow. There's a time to be born and a time to die, all right? And America was born at one point, and America has a time that it's gonna die, okay? America's about to be obliterated off the face of the earth. I'm just using that as an analogy. It says the time to plant, the time to pluck up that which is planted, right? And America is about to be rooted up. It says a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, time to cast away stones and time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. It says a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace, right? We're in a time of war. This isn't a time of peace. All right, so scriptures is like, there's a season for everything, okay? It says, that was the point right there, there's a time of war and a time of peace, and we're within that time of war. We're not in the time of peace, man, So, these Russians, man, Trump is telling Americans to pray after Putin reveals his nuclear weapons plan, man, which Trump knows something. Trump understands Putin ain't playing. Putin gonna press them red buttons. Trump thinks running in 2024, he's gonna be able to change the mind of Putin and, and just cause everything to go back counterclockwise, just reverse time. Nah, you can't stop Bible prophecy, man. You can't stop it. But Yahawaah Ratazah, the point was made. You understand. I'd like to give our glory and our praises to Yahawah, bahasham, yahawashi, bahasham, rawchaa, qadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone who do teach and rule well. And peace and salutations to the hope of the last scattered abroad. Till next time I do say shalawam and a Bible ball soon.